Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky the Red Power Ranger, and you are watching Smart Tank Revolution.
And welcome back to the SmarkTank Revolution, where we always kick out at 2. I am your solo host today, Mr. Donnie Wonderful, the Benevolent Intelligent, aka Big Time Donnie. And I just wanted to turn this microphone on so I can rant and ramble with our Smart Tank supporters here. And thank you guys for listening. But today, I want to talk about Hulk Hogan's 1998 WCW contract. I think this thing is amazing. I'm pretty sure it's been covered by other outlets. It's not new to me, but for some reason, I always thought this information was kind of privileged. But I know that there are other sports contracts out there. But what really got me interested in it is I believe um, Eric Bischoff was talking about Hulk Hogan's 1998 contract, and I think on the Conrad show, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am. But I know Eric Bischoff was talking about it, and I was rereading Bret Hart's book, and I remember him reference Hulk Hogan's contract. He wanted Hulk Hogan's salary plus 1 penny on $1 or something like that. And Eric Bischoff told him, "Hey, look, I can't do that, but just give me a figure that I can go back to Turner with, or something along those lines." But that really stirred up my curiosity because in 1998, The Rock was coming of age, but you had Stone Cold. So to put it in a uh well, no, wrestling is a sport. So to make a parallel, Hulk Hogan still is essentially the Michael Jordan of wrestling, but more so on the second three-peat, or even the Washington Wizards Michael Jordan, which wasn't bad in my opinion. So I was curious, what does a Hulk Hogan contract look like? Like, I know it had to be loaded with all kinds of incentives. And trust me, guys, if you haven't looked this up, Hulk Hogan's contract is absolutely impeccable. Impeccable. This man gets money off everything. So I decided to pull it up. And I wanted to go through some of it. And I wanted to capture my raw reactions to a lot of this shit that we see here. And I mean good shit. Vince McMahon, good shit. Hulk Hogan, if you ever hear this, you're one of the smartest men in the world. I don't know how old you were in 1998, but damn it, this contract is loaded. So the first thing in this letter of agreement, here, Terry, they go over the terms, which is a four-year term. So from it says May 29th, 1998 to May 28th. Yes, and yes, I'm reading this. But I didn't make any notes. As you listen to this program and you listen to me and my colleague Joey Business Ramble, we do everything off the cuff. But this one I actually had to pull up because obviously we have to go through it. I'm not going to go through everything because it's on, you can Google it, Hulk Hogan's 1998 contract. I strongly encourage everyone to do so. This contract is amazing. So get this, right? Now, it's not foreign for athletes to have signing bonuses. You typically hear that basketball players, football players, baseball players. You don't typically hear this for wrestlers, though. And I think that the contracts for wrestlers were pretty much, you know, kept secret. You never knew what anyone was making. And I don't really think it was anyone's business, but still, you're in an industry where everybody's considered to be an independent contractor. I think wrestlers' contracts present the most intrigue in all of professional sports. And I'm going to go ahead and say that yes, wrestling, whether you call it sports entertainment or professional wrestling, the key there is it's a professional sport. And I think guys deserve to make millions, especially given all the bumps that they take and the amount of time that they spend honing their craft and developing themselves and traveling and so on and so forth. But okay, the bonus, the signing bonus. So, Mr. Balea, Terry Balea, my man, Hulk Hogan gets a $2 million signing bonus just for putting his ink to the paper. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Hey, 2 million off rip just for saying, "Hey, I'm gonna sign this." And then, okay, so number three, the pay-per-view events. Vallejo will promote, appear, wrestle, and perform at 6 pay-per-view events per year during years 1 through 3 on this agreement. WCW at the time, they didn't do the every month pay-per-view. I think they may have done I can't remember offhand, especially in those years if they were doing it every month. But I get WCW's big pay-per-views. I remember Bash at the Beach, Fall Brawl, oh, Uncensored, um, Halloween Havoc, uh, Starrcade, if I'm not mistaken, Super Brawl. Super Brawl was their WrestleMania, and I do think that WWE should resurrect Super Brawl, and I believe if they were to do it right, especially under Hunter's vision, that Super Brawl can be mm, more so treated like a SummerSlam. SummerSlam is just as big as WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is the extravaganza, and SummerSlam is kind of like the after show to that can be packed and can perform even better than WrestleMania. Now that WrestleMania's two shows, so Super Bowl they should bring back. But they did do events in January. I just can't remember off. Oh, World War III. Um, couple of other events too. So six is half a year. What what else it says here? Six, and here's the deal. Um, in consideration for Balea's participation in the events, WCW shall compensate Balea the greater of 15% of 100% of domestic pay-per-view cable sales received by WCW for each event, or the $675,000 guaranteed payment per event. That's incredible. That's incredible. The reason why that works so well, because back then, there were no streaming services. The internet still was fairly new, but like it was hard to steal those events. You needed like the black box or whatever. But the pay-per-view buy rates were still high up there in abundance. So to get a guarantee of $675,000 or 15% of the pay-per-view sales, that's I mean, shoot, boxers get that. So just imagine, I don't know if it's 15%, but that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Let's say pay-per-views back then, let's just pull out Halloween Havoc. That goes for I don't remember how much the pay-per-views were then, but let's just say $50. It's probably less than that. So what if it had a $1 million buy rate? Because back in the 80s, especially in the Monday Night Wars, you had over 5 million watching both shows. I don't know what the average was, but it was way higher than anything today. All right, let's just lowball it and let's just say 2 million. So out of those two, let's shave off a mil. So 1 million at $50, and Hulk Hogan gets 15% of the buy rates. If it doesn't, if it has to be greater than 670, has to be greater than its guarantee. So if only 40 people bought a pay-per-view that Hulk Hogan's on, he's still getting 675,000 guaranteed. Guaranteed. Let's go down. That's amazing, by the way. Gold star for whoever Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan's legal team was that put this contract together. More power to you. Damn. Okay. and this is just under the pay-per-view events. Continues. WCW shall pay Balea $1,350,000 on July 1st, November 1st, and February 1st of years 1 through 3 on this agreement as an advance of the pay-per-view guarantee payment. Yeah, this is a money grab. This, all right, I've already agreed to wrestle 6, and I'm getting 15%. They didn't even say anything about the gate. So, all right, that's kind of fair. The company gets the live gate, but I get 15% of the pay-per-view revenue or a guaranteed 675,000. I'm pretty sure I'm understanding this right. But on top of that, I get a $1,350,000 advance on July 1st, November 1st, and February 1st for years 1 through 3, just just in advance, almost what the signing bonus was. But I'm just getting an advance on top of these things. Damn it. God damn it. Man, I guess the follow-up to this should be the numbers that WCW was bringing in. Now I know that, you know, the company went bankrupt in 2001. So I'm pretty sure like Hulk Hogan was a huge chunk of the company that they're paying off. This contract is amazing. Um, what does D say? So in addition to the above pay-per-view guaranteed payment, WCW shall pay Balea for each pay-per-view event in which he so participates, pursuant to the following incentive compensation schedule. Okay, so in I guess what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description box for that has the PDF that you can view because it has what the buy rate percentages are and how much he's going to get paid. But good Lord, damn, oh, Hogan, this contract is amazing. And then WCW Nitro and Thunder appearances during years 1 through 3 of this agreement. Valea shall promote, appear, wrestle, and perform as requested by WCW at WCW Nitro and WCW Thunder events. Here's where it gets interesting. In consideration for Balea's participation in any such events, WCW shall pay Balea 25% of the gross after-tax arena ticket revenues for each WCW Nitro and or WCW Thunder in which he appears and wrestles. However, in no event will Balea's compensation be less than $25,000 per event. That covers everything. If the house shows a bust, pay me $25,000 every time I show up here. When you guys ask me to, $25,000. Does it say whether does he have to wrestle or not? Let me see. Such amounts will be paid to Balea on the next regularly scheduled WCW talent pay date for the period within which the Nitro or Thunder occurs. It doesn't even talk about whether or not. Okay. this is so. This is another thing. Like you get no, there's no way WCW there's no way WCW benefits from this if Hulk Hogan doesn't draw. So I'm assuming that the Hulkster was pulling in a lot of well Hollywood Hogan, especially during the NWO days. But damn it, like to be guaranteed this much money, he's at his age then, which I'm pretty sure was in his 40s, early 40s, mid 40s. Um, he doesn't have to wrestle a lot, as this thing says, but every time you put this man on television, he's taking a chunk of your money. He's taking a fourth of the gate, the ticket sales. He's taking a fourth of it. And if it's a bad, if they book Nitro in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, And if only 959 people show up, I don't know what the ticket prices were or would be there for that venue. But if only, scratch it, if only 711 people show up, you have Hulk Hogan on the bill, you still have to pay his ass 25,000 guaranteed. Let's look at the television taping participation. During years 1 through 3 of this agreement, Balea will appear and perform at 16 mutually agreed upon WCW television tapings during each calendar year of the term. Balea's appearance and/or participation at such tapings shall be at no additional cost to WCW. Amen. Thank you. We're paying you all this damn money already. Can you at least throw us a curveball or something? Not a curveball, but just do us a favor. Thank you. This is not going to cost us anything extra. And then if it has non-televised house shows, oh my God! Like, all right, my eyes just glanced over it. The non-televised house shows, and I already see a percentage. So during years 1 through 3 of this agreement, Balea will appear and perform at a reasonable number of non-televised house shows as reasonably requested by WCW. In consideration for Balea's participation in any non-televised house show, WCW shall compensate Balea 25% of the gross after-tax arena ticket revenues for each non-televised house show in which Balea appears and performs. God damn, a house show in Butte, Montana. You put Hulk Hogan on, he's getting 25, he's getting a fourth of the tick of the arena revenue, of the ticket sales revenue. Just on top of Oh no, 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 no. So it's non-televised. So I guess the only thing here, if it's non-televised, you just got to give them 25%. So if three people show up, the four people show up to this event, and the tickets are $25. I'm sorry, yeah, yeah. The ticket's $25. Well, it's going to be, hey, here's your 25 bucks. We'll buy a slice of pizza. Um, but damn, international arena dates. I don't remember WCW going international. I don't remember reading that they've done many international tours back then. I'm pretty sure that they did, but I mean that has to be a huge bill. It does say WCW Confidential. Um, oh, but yeah, it's here. I don't see any percentages here. I do see some numbers here in year 4 compensation. WCW, and they never got here, by the way. WCW shall compensate Balea a $100,000 consultant fee for year 4 of this agreement. In the event that Balea provides any wrestling services in year 4, Balea shall be entitled to compensation on a per event basis according to the pay structure set forth in sections 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, it's an easy way out. So it's a 4-year deal, but you're really going to use them for 3 and then, fade off in the sunset. This would be, damn, had they survived, that would have been right around the time Vince bought him. So I'm pretty sure he was bought out for the rest of his contract. Merchandising and licensing, I'm not even going to get into that because everybody knows the red and yellow Hulkamania shirt. They they sold big in both companies. The NWO shirts, I'm pretty sure he had a good say on it. This is probably okay. So this one, the merchandising and licensing activities is pretty steep. I do see percentages, royalties. I think this is fair. Like I'm not gonna read this, but for royalties, I think this is really where wrestlers should be greedy at. Like they wear the stuff, they market the stuff. You see a T-shirt that your favorite wrestler is wearing, you want to buy it yourself. So I think they have every right to be greedy here. I see a whole bunch of um royalty fees of 50%. I mean, that's that's pretty steep too. That's pretty generous for a company. to give that much of a percentage away. But then again, this is Hulk Hogan. So I think about Roman Reigns here. So like if you're buying a Bloodline T-shirt, or better yet, not even a Bloodline because that's a group, but you remember nah, not the head of the table. What was it? Uh, Big Dog. I don't remember what. The okay, what about the Superman punch silhouette? Where Roman's throwing the Superman punch, because that's all him. Do you think Vince would give him 50% of that though? That's that's really generous, man. But I mean, again, like Hulk Hogan's decked out in his merch, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us had bought those NWO shirts, and even I had a red and yellow Hulkamania tank top at one point. Commissions percentage. This contract is just amazing. And that's pretty much where it ends. It goes pretty steep, but let me know what you guys think of this contract. I think it's loaded to completely benefit Hulk Hogan. And I think again, WCW were really generous on the guarantees. I think Hulk Hogan deserved it. I mean, like he is the Michael Jordan of the sport. But when you when you think about the demise of WCW and them going bankrupt, like, do you think they were way, way, way too generous in banking on the fact that Hulk Hogan, even in his later years, can still carry them to be profitable, to affect the buy rates of pay-per-views? Hmm? What do you guys think? I just wanted to plug this mic up in that and go over this. I don't know how long this audio was or is rather, but man, if I can get a contract like that, if I can get a contract like that, shit, in order for me to sign this or send this to you, I need a $2 million bonus and then have guarantees and have percentages of pay-per-view buy rates and percentages of ticket sales. This is what boxers typically get, but not at that high percentage because they have promoters. Woo! Man, now I just have to find out. This makes me curious. I have to find out what the company was reporting on their assets and liabilities. 'Cause Hogan was a steep price, and if Hogan was making this, what about Savage? What about Nash? What about Hall? That talent salary had to be crazy. And when they were winning the Monday Night Wars, hell, it was worth it. But what happened when the tides were beginning to turn? And we're gonna leave you off at that. So thank you guys for listening to me ramble. Check out the Essentials playlist, 22 episodes of great rankings by myself and Joey Business. And thank you guys for supporting us. We appreciate and love all of you. And we'll be back with more content. We have Full Gear coming up. We have Survivor Series War Games coming up. Of course, more Essentials episodes are going to be coming up. And then just more random videos like this. So if you liked it, please like it, hit the like button, share it, click on your notifications, help us grow the channel. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll have more content for you guys. Thank you.